to be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. First 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Jones, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, it's Gibson. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Another
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson.
Don't worry about it.
And I think the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 30 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin.
A 14-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes this Washington 21. Packers 6.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Let's go. Hey, we got
Working from the gun, Rodgers able to find Lazard. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a fumble.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
The 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block
me. Rodgers again now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At the 10-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Yeah,
and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissic, 60 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he puts it through.
Good. Makes this Washington 28, Packers 6. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Smith. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Smith's pass.
A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Smith on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
6 yards.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. from the gun. Here's Smith. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And this one is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
So about winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53's the mic. 53.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To the air again, Smith. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
It's a turnover on downs.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete. Ball here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a
feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know try and stop any type of running play. Short work in exchange of running play. Clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some as good as... And he fires one that's intercepted. 22. And his guys will take over at the 5-yard line. Well, they're not making it here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to... It's still cracked open because they can come back. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53. 630. Man, I got you. Hatchet.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
From the 50, it's Smith. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that